participating teams in the men's distance medley relay, a production of Casey's General Store. Casey's, here for good. And your lane assignments to get this one started: Indiana State in 1, Bradley in 2, Valparaiso in 3, UNI in 4. Loyola will have the 5 on their legs. Evansville 6, Illinois State lane 7, Drake 8, and Southern Illinois in 9. And getting set to fire away here in the men's distance medley relay, 1,200 meters on this opening leg for Indiana State. Justin Niederhaus, a sophomore. Bradley's Ben Petrakis, a senior. Valparaiso, Eric Carruthers, a freshman. For UNI, Sam McCool, a sophomore. Loyola's Kevin White, the senior, gets it started. For Evansville, Phil Jinkole, a senior. Illinois State's Kamathi Johnson. Drake's Isaac Baston, the freshman. And Southern Illinois, a freshman, in J.T. Hodges. And Kelly Burke, we are off and running here on this 1,200-meter leg in the men's distance medley relay.
Illinois State, the defending champ in this men's DMR. And they come in, they hadn't ran this event yet this year, come in with no time, but they've loaded up. They have Kamathi Johnson, we see, running the 1,200 leg. He's the defending 800-meter champion from last season. They have Jack Anstey anchoring this DMR. And they have Jake Gillum in that third spot, who will run the 800. So they've loaded up to try and pick up some big points. Bradley always, it seems like, in contention. They were second last year. And then Drake should make some noise. Isaac Baston, a fabulous freshman for this Drake squad, ranked second in the conference in the 3,000 meters.
Yeah, some pretty loaded teams in here, too. Looking at Bradley, you have Petrakis, Scott Seymour, the senior, Alec Danner, the sophomore. In your distance legs, Joey Simon, a sophomore, will run the 400 next. For Bradley, as you see, Ben Petrakis, the senior, currently in second behind Indiana State's Niederhaus, the sophomore.
Let's also not count out yellow jersey back of that DMR pack, but Kevin White is a very solid 800-meter runner. He's won the 800-meter outdoors several times. He's won it once indoors and qualified for tomorrow's final in that 800-meter. He's got great closing speed, so keep an eye on him to move up in this pack.
Loyola with a really stacked field as well, placed third a season ago here in the men's DMR. Vince Devonier, the junior, will run the 400. Dimitri Paniki, the senior, and Riley DeMulinaire, the senior, running the last 2 legs for Loyola. And there you see the move made by the yellow jersey, Kevin White. The senior now jumps up into that 6th spot and very close to the leader.
And different varying thoughts on who to put in this opening leg. We mentioned for Drake Baston, who's more of a 3,000-meter runner. He's opening things up in the 1,200 leg. But then Kamathi Johnson and Kevin White, who have great closing speed, 800 speed. And you see them both making moves on that backstretch.
Turning things on here. Loyola's Kevin White, the senior, a big move. Kamathi Johnson giving chase as well.
Here comes Drake. And White trying to fight him off.
It does kind of get his shoulder out in front of Baston, the freshman, and Kevin White of Loyola, the senior, starting to truck down the stretch here.
Here comes Kamathi Johnson closing as well.
They'll be handing off here for a 400-meter leg as they go toe-to-toe. Loyola handed off to Vince Devonier for the Drake Bulldogs. DeAndre Forbes, the sophomore. 2 laps for these runners here in the men's DMR.
Brad, you can see, though, how important that opening 1,200 leg is just in establishing an early lead. It's really the 3 teams now out to the front. Loyola, Illinois State in second, and Drake. And they put them some distance between them and the rest of the field because of that 1,200-meter leg.
Kamathi Johnson, the good finish as Nick Schwartzentruber, the sophomore, now on the heels of Loyola's Devonier.
Dimitri Panici will take the handoff for Loyola. He is a very solid 800-meter runner. For Illinois State, they're led in 800 by Jake Gillum.
Gillum and Panici out in front. Those are your two leaders here in the men's DMR.
And Panici, someone that Loyola distance coach Mircea Bogdan, they've really worked on, even though he's an 800-meter runner, they've really worked on training him like a miler to build up that strength, especially in late stages of races when your form starts to fall apart.
A big smooth stride sitting in third, Indiana State's Leroy Russell, a freshman for the Sycamores, trying to keep pace with Panici and Gillum.
And Riley Miller for Drake, that blue jersey, trying to close some ground here in the 800. But everything bunched up. Indiana State doing a nice job making a move on this 800 leg.
Maybe a little unknown, Kelly. Indiana State, all four athletes underclassmen. Niederhaus, the veteran, is just a sophomore, but then Ben Shepard ran a nice 400. Here's Russell, the freshman, running a nice 800, and we'll be handing off to Jackson Craig, a freshman.
And that's one thing I talked to Indiana State head coach Angie Martin about. Her team this year, they are so young. And so she said, I just don't know what to expect with this group on both sides, both the men's and the women's, because having so many freshmen and underclassmen is such a wild card. But Leroy Russell, tremendous performance on this leg of the DMR, and he is not backing down from the senior Kevin White. Dimitri Panici.
Panici keeps Loyola in front, hands off right there to Riley DeMulinaire. The senior is out in front, and Jackson Craig, the freshman, will be giving chase in the 1,600-meter anchor leg.
And DeMulinaire, tremendous experience, won the outdoor steeplechase last year, and that really did a fantastic thing for his confidence, had a great off-season of training, and just very steady in this final spot of the mile, anchoring this DMR. But also keep an eye, third position, white jersey, red bottoms, that's Jack Anstey, and he's got great closing speed, will be one of the favorites tomorrow. He's actually going to run the 800 tomorrow, but he has broken 4 minutes in the mile this season.
Yeah, he has the best mile time in the Missouri Valley Conference this year, and kind of lurking back there in third place. As out in front, Riley DeMulinaire, the senior. The Loyola Ramblers getting it to DeMulinaire with the lead. The outdoor 3,000-meter steeplechase champion at the indoor meet helped this team to a third-place finish in the DMR and was a top 8 finisher in the indoor 3,000 the next day. And DeMulinaire leading the pack for Loyola. Loyola third place in 2019. It was 2016 in which they were Missouri Valley Conference DMR champions.
Riley just looking extremely steady in that top position, running away right now from the field in this mile. As things have bunched up for that second spot, Anstey in the fourth position, but just kind of hovering, waiting to make a move.
DeMulinaire, you see the lead there for Riley DeMulinaire, the senior, stretching things out. And Kelly in this battle for second. It's this Adam Fogg, the freshman from Drake, currently sitting in second place.
Fogg looking very relaxed in that second spot.
DeMulinaire cruising. You see the lead. Close to 100 meters in the men's distance medley relay. There's the battle for second as you see Fogg leading Anstey.
Bell lap.
Riley DeMulinaire, the senior, 200 meters away from a Loyola distance medley relay title.
Brad Loyola with about an 8-second lead on the rest of the field.
Riley DeMulinaire, the senior. Jack Anstey now jumping into second place for Illinois State, turning it on. But Riley DeMulinaire, plenty of distance to close this one out. The distance medley relay title goes to the Loyola Ramblers. Anstey takes second. Fogg helps Drake to a third place finish. So it'll be Loyola, Illinois State, and Drake.
Loyola stacking that race perfectly, putting some experience at the back end and experience throughout, if you really think about it, with Panici and Kevin White.
All
Tremendous
upperclassmen,
effort.
Absolutely. Even Vince Devenir, the 400-meter runner. Very strong, 10:05.05. Unofficially, just off Loyola's fastest time of the year, which was just under 10 minutes.
And getting a bunch of hugs from all of their distance teammates. Mirachab Bogdan, the men's distance coach. And a tremendous start for Loyola and their distance program, getting them off to some huge points here in this DMR.
Loyola won it back in 2016. They had two seniors on that crew here in 2020. Three seniors part of the men's distance medley relay as they continue to celebrate on the track. We look now at the women's long